Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a how to play and playthrough of Blood Orders by Trick or Treat Studios. This is for 2 to 4 players, takes about 60 to 120 minutes, and is ages 13 and up. Not only is that age appropriate for its complexity, but also because of its content, some of the cards are quite vampirish, which
Really
we'll show
gross.
you. I can get this back here. Okay, so let's read what the game is about.
Okay.
Well, it's a score the most points game, hand management, open drafting. But you are disgraced, it starts out here. You were once royalty, occupying a high position in the court of a powerful vampire monarch. You commanded myriad forces of the underworld that pathetic mortals could only dream of. But you, in your greed and hubris, you secretly conspired with others in power close to the monarch, hell-bent on a coup. Your efforts were uncovered and disaster struck. You and your co-conspirators were cast to the winds, excommunicated from the monarch's centuries-old vampire order, and left to wander as outcasts, desperate to find the blood you need to avoid torpor. You will be royalty once again. Now your group of hungry outcasts descends on an unfamiliar, unassuming city, its citizens unaware it's about to become a secret battleground. But this time there will be no conspiracy or shared objectives. It's every immortal for themselves, and only one can dominate all others to become the ruler of a brand new kingdom, a new and powerful blood order. So we are vampires trying to regain power again. So it's played over 9 days, and the vampire with the most victory points wins. So here is the board. And one thing when you open up the cards, it can be confusing. You have ritual cards, locations, and victims. And these are the backs of the cards. But you need to sort it by its, what's it referred to? By acts, yes. There's Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. And where do you find that? Wow, very small here in the right-hand corner. It will tell you. See that little one there? Mm-hmm. That's Act 1. And then Act 2. See how it has 2? So it's using Roman numerals. Mm-hmm. So you look at the backs, and then when you sort them by the backs, you sort them by acts. And then here is the other act, Act 3. So Roman numeral 3. So you have rituals here. So we're going to put these off to the side, rituals in Act 2 and 3, because if we go through a day, we'll move up like this. And we're going to use different decks as we get into another act. So I'm going to put this off to the side. Act 1, we shuffle up. And these rituals we'll be able to acquire, and you'll be added to our blood order, face up, and you can use throughout the game. So normally we'll go at the top right here, but I want to zoom into the board as much as possible. I'll leave the spot here for order tokens to go there. So 4 rituals are available. And I'm going to put the deck off to the side here, because when a ritual is acquired, we'll draw from here. And the interesting thing is, when we go to Act 2, Act 1 rituals will stay out. They're not removed. You add Act 2 as you shift them over.
What if you run out of those?
I don't know if you could in a 4-player game, but it's possible.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here's the Act 1 locations right here. And I'm going to place the Act 2 and 3 off to the side. And the same 3 will be face up in a 2 or 3-player game. In a 4-player game, you'll add another location. So even though we have all these locations, we're only going to be playing with 3 of them for the first 3 days here. Okay. So the rest of these, unless there's some card that can make a location go away, which I don't know if there is, we don't even use the rest of that deck. Now, victims, there's Act 2 and Act 3 victims, and you'll see as the game plays here, things will get more expensive, because this has a very interesting economy. We have to manage our blood tokens and our influence tokens, or the green ones, and these are used to keep track of victory points. We have to manage our tokens to use certain things, and then we have to worry about, do we have enough vampires to do a dawn, dusk, or night action. So it's very much like an economic kind of game, using the resources, or a resource management game as well. So here's our first 3 victims. Now these will, as we acquire victims during the night phase, and it can influence them during the dusk phase and then acquire them during the night phase, we turn them into vampires and add them to our hand. These will cycle through. And at the end of Act 1, all these will go away, even the ones that we didn't acquire here, and we'll get ones from Act 2 and Act 3. Now, as we acquire victims during day 1, 2, and 3, we will need this deck off to the side here. We'll be acquiring more victims likely. Now you start out with, just like a collectible card game or a deck building game, you start out with 3 elders and 3 bleeders. And there's different, now we're playing with cards here that are probably the least graphic, okay? But you can see there, that's pretty demented. You got vampires biting on this girl here. And if you want to see why it's for ages 13 and up. Okay, so here's this dude. Now all the bleeder cards are the same. They just have different art. See how it starts getting more. There's a guy being upside down. I just want to show, and when you get to the elders, it gets even more graphic.
Jeez.
So this is.
Oh my gosh. Ew.
So pretty creepy. I would like to see that guy at night.
No.
Okay, so bleeders, you have start out with 4 and 3 elders. And they're not worth any victory points, but you're going to need them early on to do things. So you can see, so that's typical Dracula. And you have Nosferatu. Oh, that's not him. I don't forget who that was. Okay, here's Nosferatu right there, kind of like that. But here's that guy. So you can see how, but they're all the same. They all have the same ability. And you can acquire, now this would go at the top of the board too. You can, this is called the catacombs area here. We can acquire more bleeders or elders if we put a token here. But I'm, again, trying to fit it onto the board here. I'm doing it like that. And this is called the altar. And we'll put a token here if we want to try to acquire a ritual. So we get 4 bleeders and 3 elders. And this is part of your economy here. You'll see that there are symbols here on the cards. You have what's called dawn with a 1 next to it. You have dusk, which is right below that, with a 1, and nighttime. So your bleeders don't go out in the night. They can't do things at night. But they have 1 action point at dawn and 1 action point at dusk. Now, why do you need to do that? Well, we're going to be assigning them. If we assign our order to a dawn, we need to be able to overcome the fear dice here, which I'm going to explain how that works. I have to assign enough bleeders or other victims that we acquire to do something in a dawn location using this symbol here. It has to add up to overcome the die there. And we're not going to use this 4th die in a 2-player game. Elders, you'll see, because they're already vampires, they don't have a dawn action. They can't do anything at dawn, but they can do something at dusk and something at night. So at night, they can acquire more victims, where your bleeders can't. And it says here that elders and bleeders, will say at the bottom here, cannot complete rituals. Rituals, as you saw up here, you need to have so much blood. You have to have 3 blood, 1 victim, which we don't have yet, and at least 3 points, action points of night. So that could be a combination of a victim and our elders. And if we do that, we get this card, and it says once per day. So if you use it, you just rotate it. At the start of the planning phase, you may add an elder to your hand without placing an order token. And it's worth 2 victory points at the end of the game. So rituals give you more powerful abilities and victory points.
I thought elders say you can't complete rituals.
You're right. So I can only use victims there. Thank you for pointing that out. I did say that, and I broke my own rule.
It's okay.
Okay. You also start out with 7 blood, because every time when you play cards to carry out orders at dawn, dusk, or night, they'll go into your discard pile. And if you want them back, so if I say I used 3 elders and 2 bleeders this round, it's going to cost me 5 blood to get them back, and I would make change. But you don't have to. You can. One way to get rid of cards you don't want is you just don't pay the blood at the end of the round for them. Influence is here, and every 2 influence at the end of the game, is worth 1 victory point. And why do you need influence? Well, because during dusk, you can influence citizens here before you turn them into vampires, if you decide to at nighttime, but you can influence them here to get their actions. So this would cost 1 dusk action to use this. You got to have 1 dusk action, so I'd have to use a bleeder, and then spend 1 influence. And if I do, I choose a victim in any city quarter besides this one to gain 3 influence. So it costs me influence to gain 3. This victim, it would cost me 1. Well, actually, when I said it cost me 1 dust action, that's what the victim gives you. It gives you 1 dust action. It's this cross here. I'll explain how many bleeders you would have to use. So I'm sorry if I confused you on that. That's what's confusing about this game, is the economy. So it would cost 2 influence. Choose an opponent. They must return an assigned card of their choice from one of their orders, either at dusk, dawn, or nighttime, to their hand. So this is where you can screw somebody up, and they might not have enough cards to carry out an order. This person here costs 1 influence. Choose an opponent with an order token in the same city quarter as one of yours. They must discard a card of their choice from their hand, which means they would have to pay a blood to get that card back in their hand at the end of the round. So what does it cost? It costs action points to use these locations or to influence these victims. Well, how do you figure that out? Well, you look here at the fear token. Fear marks here, the crosses. This location has 1 fear. And if you use this location, you gain 3 influence and lose 1 fear. You're going to go up fear as a vampire when you scavenge for blood or when you acquire victims. So to do something in dawn or dusk, I look at how many fear crosses are here. There's 1 here and none here. So to do anything at dawn or dusk or nighttime, I need to have either 1 bleeder here at dawn, 1 bleeder at dusk, because she gives 1 dusk action, or an elder can do it because the elder also has a dusk action. And if I wanted to do a night action to actually turn this person into a vampire, I would need at least an elder here at 1 nighttime, because this is what you need to do to overcome the fear. Now about this one here, this has 2 fear, 1 in the location and 1 on the victim. So now I need 2 bleeders here, 2 elders or 2 bleeders here, or 2 elders here to try to acquire this victim. This one here has 1 fear, so I only need 1 bleeder here, 1 bleeder or 1 elder here to do this influence, or 1 elder here to acquire this victim. And when you acquire victims, you get blood and influence. So every victim will give 3 blood that you can use to pay for cards and do rituals. Now, how much influence you get is equal to how much it costs to influence a person during the dust action. So you get 1 influence here for this guy, 2 influence for the constable, and 1 influence here. Now, after the end of the day, if we don't acquire any victim here, it goes up 1 influence and 1 blood, making it more attractive to acquire that victim later. If you use a victim during the dusk, say I use a constable, and I pay 2 to use him, the influence goes here. So this is a rule that you can forget. We have forgotten this rule more than once. And so now I've used 2 influence to use this guy, and say Julia acquires him during the nighttime action, she's going to take all this influence and that blood. Let's take a look at the other locations, what they do. This one here, you get 3 blood or 2 influence. And remember, every 2 influence at the end of the game that you have left over is worth 1 victory point. Here's a pharmacist. You gain 1 elder, 1 bleeder, and 3 blood. Now you can only have 10 cards at the end of the turn. We start out with 7. And so you either have to discard, or you just don't, after you're done with your day, and say I had five 5 cards here in my discard pile, and I have 6 here in my hand, I just don't feed one of them, and that way I can keep up to 10. Okay, so what's this track? This is the fear track. If you're down to here on 0, you get +7 points at the end of the game. +5 here, +3 here, 0 here. If you use a lot of blood, you inflict a lot of fear on the city, you get -5 points and then -7 points if you go all the way up here. How would this track go up? Well, every victim that you turn into a vampire. So if I were to acquire the vagrant, I'd go up 1 fear, because there's one fear in this part of the city. If I acquire the constable, it would go up 2 fear, and be 1 fear here. As the game progresses, these dice can go up to 5 or 6. So the economy gets more. As you acquire victims, you're going to have more dawn, dusk, and night actions you can use to take location actions, influence actions, or to acquire more victims. And then rituals are also going to get more expensive. So we're going to go over the order phase here in a minute, but when you place an order, before you place the order or after you place the order, you can scavenge as much blood as you want. Now, why would you want to scavenge blood? Because you need blood to do rituals, and you need blood at the end of the round, to get any cards you've used when you're taking actions in the city to get them back. You need blood to pay for them to get them back. So 4 rituals here. Leader cards, elder cards are here. In the catacombs, this is called the altar. All these are the same, just have different images. You place 3 location cards here, and you're going to stay the same throughout the first act. You put 3 victims here. These will change as we acquire them. That's why you put the victim deck here off to the side. We have 7 blood, 5 influence. The pips here are equal to the number of crosses on the location and victims. So that's why this is a 2 and these are 1s. Now let's talk about the gist of the game, which is using your orders. Now this is usually behind a screen here. Okay, so here you have a screen. We're going to play open. We're just not going to check each other's actions. And it has this handy little reference here. So at the end of the game, just so you know, you're going to get points that are on your victim cards, points on your rituals, points that you've acquired that are in your supply, and 1 point for every 2 influence. So this is what the most confusing part of the game is. You're going to plan. You have a token here that you're going to use for dawn. You have a token here you can use for night, and a token you can use for dusk. However, you can use these same tokens to do an altar action or a catacombs action. So let's say I do want to use one of these locations. Well, I put it here, and then I rotate it as a reminder. Do I want to go to the north, the south, or the east? We're not playing west in a 2-player game, so we're never going to do west. So this is a reminder here. I can change my mind. I'll explain that in a minute. But let's say I want to get more blood here. So I'm going to go south. I put it here. And then, okay, if I'm going south, I'm also going to need to overcome 2 fear. And to overcome fear, I can't use my elders because they can't take dawn actions. I want to need 2 bleeders, because that's 2 dawn. So I am locking in 2 bleeders for that action. Now I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to do an influence action, so I'm not going to use my dusk. So instead, I'm going to acquire, at the first round of the game, we cannot acquire any rituals because we don't have any victims. Only victims can do these. So I'm going to use my dusk action to get another elder or bleeder. So I'm going to put that here on the catacombs. I want to acquire one of these victims. And I'm thinking, well, each one of these guys that guy gives 1 dusk, 2 night, 1 day, 1 dusk, 2 night, 1 day, 1 dusk, 3 night. Well, this guy's really good. But this guy's worth more victory points. But I think I want this guy because he gives more night. So I'm going to go for east. So I'm going to assign this to east. And I can't use bleeders because they don't do anything at night. And I need to overcome this one fear. But here's the thing. If we both go for the same victim, we'll be competing against each other. So I may assign, I only need to have one elder there, but I'm going to assign 2 because I have a feeling Julie's going to go for it too. Because whoever has the most nighttime actions here will win. And then it comes down to, let's look that up. If there's a tie, it's on page 13. Whoever has the highest number of cards, if the players are still tied, the player with the most influence tokens in their personal supply. And if it's still a tie, then it's a stalemate. But first, it's the highest total of knight symbols. So I have 2 knight symbols. If Julie has 2 knight symbols, then it comes down to the number of cards, and then it comes down to the most influence. So this is what I'm locking in. This is what I'm planning on doing. And then what will happen is Julie will do the same thing, and we'll be behind screens. And whoever the first player is, the oldest person is the first player. It actually says whoever's drank blood last, so Julie will be first. She'll place her token first. And without showing what Julie went here, okay, then I place my token. I can place my orders in any order I want. I can even change my mind. But if I change my mind, any cards I've locked will go into my discard and I will still have to pay blood for them. And I decide to go, you know what, I'm going to go to, well, you know what, I'm going to go do my east action here. And I put it upside down. Julie doesn't know if I'm going for dawn, dusk, or night. She doesn't know that I placed the night order there. That's why it's face down. Then Julie goes, so she went there too. Let me see. Okay, yeah. And then I decide, now when you do altar or catacombs, it takes place right away, and you put it face down. You don't reveal which token it is, because that would give information to your player, to the other players. The players don't need to know if you've used a dawn, dusk, or nighttime action. So then I take an elder, let's say I want an elder, and I add it to my hand. Okay. Then Julie goes, she went here. She could say she went there too. And then I go, let's say I change my mind. Even though it's a dawn action, right? It says dawn. Maybe this is the second day and I want to do an altar action. Now when you do an altar action, you reveal cards in your hand to complete that ritual, which means I would have to have had a victim in my hand to do it. And then I would pay the blood. And then I would, whatever ritual I can pay for, I get. But notice I changed my mind. These bleeders were assigned to the dawn action. I couldn't use them for the ritual because they were already locked in. I would still have to pay to get them back at the end of the round if I changed my mind. But let's say I didn't change my mind and I went here. Okay, so now we reveal an order. This one's already been done because I did it right away. So I reveal here. I'm going to go to dawn. Julie is going to go to dusk and nighttime. So she's going to influence this guy and turn him into a vampire. Here she went to dawn and I went to nighttime. Now let's say it was a situation where we both went for dusk here. Okay. The stack determines who goes first. So if I was on top, I'd go there and Julie would go here. So I'd get to use this guy's influence first, and then Julie would. It can matter who goes first. So you're going to see during the playthrough how this plays out. That was a quick little overview that we're going to assign cards from our hand to carry out actions, dawn, dusk, or night actions. Eventually, later on, we can do the altar action. And then at the end of the round, we got to pay for anybody we've used to do these actions to get them back. Now, there's one rule we're playing different here. This game can have a little bit of a runaway leader effect. Notice that if we go for the same victim at nighttime, say we both go for the vagrant. I assigned, we only need one nighttime action to overcome that one fear, but I did two. Julie only did one. Well, I'd beat her. I'd get this guy. Now, what we found out as we played is that Julie wouldn't get anything. These would go into my discard. I have to pay for them. This goes back in her hand because she lost it. It would go back in her hand. But what we're going to do differently than the rules is that I get this card, but then Julie, if she can acquire somebody else if she has enough nighttime. So therefore, she couldn't acquire the constable because this takes 2 night to overcome that 2 fear. But she could acquire the butcher. So we're changing the rules that if you do lose a contested nighttime action, if you have enough nighttime left, you can acquire a different card to avoid that runaway leader. Okay? And if she does acquire this card, then it does go into her discard pile. But if she decides, I don't care, you beat me there, I don't want to acquire a different victim, this would go back in her hand and she would not have to pay blood. It would not go into her discard pile and pay blood at the end of the round. Okay. So there are some buried little rules here, which I'm going to show you real quick. If you mess up and you don't assign enough dawn, dusk, or nighttime actions with your cards to do something, you don't carry out the order, it does get discarded and you would have to pay the blood. So now it can happen. It could be a situation where you did plan it correctly, but you can have a victim change the fear or change something in a way where you thought you put enough, you thought you've locked enough, but something changes the dice here and you get screwed up. Okay. But here's where it says you can have a maximum of 10 cards. And I talked about the other little rules as well. So at the end of an act, we remove all victims and houses and we'll use Act 2 stuff. So we're going to start playing. We've gone over what the locations do and what the victims do. I'll put it on Julie's camera so you can see what she's planning on doing. Now normally this would be hidden behind screens. So this is the most thinky part because you got to make sure you do your economy correctly. I'll show you what I'm planning here on my part of the board. You know what happens behind the screen? So you'll see that my did I do that right? Ooh, did I send that right? Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm double checking. Notice I didn't do any orders here in altar or catacombs. I can change my mind though. But notice I've locked cards. If I change my mind, I'm still going to have to pay blood for these elders and bleeders. Now if you look at what Julie did here, she is going to take a catacomb action and she put them face down. Why don't you show what she did because we want to show the audience. Okay, so she's using an elder somewhere. All right, you're first, sweetie. You get to place your token. Okay, so I know Julie's going to East Quarter. I don't know if she's doing a dawn action, a dusk action, or a nighttime action. Now, before she places the token or after the place the token, you can scavenge for blood if you want. Do you want to get blood? So right now, we're both going to get 7 bonus points at the end of the game. Okay, now I can choose any one of my tokens. I don't have to start with my dawn token. I'm going to go right here.
I remember I was doing this one. Let's do this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? We'll figure it out.
No, I knew it was. I wanted to do a nighttime.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to go here. Now I'm going to be going second in both of the locations. Okay, so Julie just did a catacombs, so she either takes a bleeder or an elder. And so let me show that real quick. She placed her token up here. I don't know if she used a dawn, dusk, or night. And now I'm going to place my last token. And I'm the only one that's doing something in the south quarter. Okay? Is that what I want to do?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay. No. I want to go here. I almost screwed myself up. Okay. So you got to be careful. This is why you have the reminders. So now we start revealing these in order. I'm going to dusk right here. And then I'm going, well, actually we could go in reverse order here. Hang on. Julie was first. Julie's doing her nighttime action here. Then I'm next. I'm doing my dawn. Did I really do my dawn here? Oh, I meant to go to east. Well, you know what? I went there. I got confused. Okay, and I'm doing my dusk there. Julie went first here. She's doing her dawn. I was going to go there, and I screwed up. Oh, well. And then I'm doing my nighttime here. Okay, then you go from order from top, from that left to right, but then top down. So you do left, top down, middle, top down, right, top down. So I actually wanted to go here, but oh well. I did have a bleeder, so this is my discard pile. And I gain 3 influence. I really wanted to do this. See? What I did is I had it on east, but I went north. Okay, you get an elder, a bleeder. She's adding it goes into her hand. Okay, we can't see your hand at all, sweetie. Let me help, please. There you go. You got a lot of cards. Remember, we can only have 10 now. Okay. At the end of the round. So you can take the tokens back when you're done. Here I am doing this victim's influence. It costs me, to overcome that fear, 1 dusk. I pay 1 influence, which goes here. Choose a victim in any city, quarter besides this one to gain 3 influence. Well, since I'm going for this guy, I'm giving this guy 3 influence. See? I'm not going to put it here because Julie's going for that guy. No. Then Julie does her token here. Do you have at least 1 nighttime? Can I see it, please? Okay, so Julie did an elder, which has 1 nighttime, and she overcame that 1 fear. So now she just added this victim to her hand, and now she can use this victim to acquire rituals. And it's worth 2 victory points. And she gets this blood and influence with it. But she also goes up fear here, because she just turned somebody into a vampire. She goes up 1 on the fear track. My turn, I acquire the butcher. I did have, I spent 2 just in case Julie was going for that guy. She didn't though. So I acquire him and I go up 1 fear as well. So now I have this guy. And remember, we can use victims to do rituals. And when we do a ritual, we can do it the next day, we have to keep him in our hand. We don't assign him here. So I have this guy in my hand. Now it's the end of the round. We have to pay. I have 4 here. I will pay 4 blood to get him back. So I had him back in my hand. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. And what about you, sweetie? How many cards do you have? You have
I'm
a
going
lot.
to give them up.
So, Julie's giving them up. How many cards do you have in your hand?
9.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to keep an elder?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No.
You can pay 1 blood to keep one.
No, because I might need to go there and get it on. So
Okay.
I'm good.
So Julie just gave them up because she acquired a lot of cards this round. Okay, now we're going to refresh this area. We get 1 more blood and 1 more influence to make this person more attractive to get. We add new victims. And there were always worth 3 blood. We check to see if the fear track went up. Nope, there's no cross here. It's still a 1. 1 plus 0. This is 1 plus 0, still a 1. We look at the influence. There's a 1 here. And a 1 here, equal to that. Now let's look at what these do since they're new. Look at the next 3 cards of the victim deck and replace them in any order. Okay. That one's worth 2 victory points. Gain 1 victory point and lose 1 fear for each 2 blood you have rounded down. That's if you use this person's, during the dusk action, you use their influence. You influence them with mind control and such, it says in the rule book. Okay, the rituals are still the same. Let's take a look at them now that we have a victim to acquire. Here's the first 1 ritual we can acquire. It will cost 4 blood, 1 victim, which we both have now, but if that victim needs to have at least 1 dusk and 3 night, which what happened to him? My butcher does have that. So my butcher can acquire that, but I need to have enough blood, which I could scavenge for if I need to. You pay 1 fewer influence to perform dusk actions. So that's pretty good, and that's a permanent thing. It's always in effect. Here's the next one. That also requires 3 nighttime, so my butcher can do that one too. Once per day, at the start of the planning phase, you may add an elder to your hand without placing an order token. That's pretty cool. Okay, this also requires 3 nighttime. In order you place in a city quarter has -1.
No, any order has +1.
+1. Sorry.
That's okay.
Any order. Yep. It's kind of hard to see.
That's all right.
Added to its total. You must assign at least 1 card. This also has 3 nighttime. So
I don't have anything that can compete with
So
you.
Julie, unfortunately, has a victim here with only 2 nighttime. She can't acquire any of these rituals yet. She's going to need to get another victim.
Yeah.
Because even though you need 1 victim, you can use more than 1 victim to meet these results. Or meet these requirements, I should say. You gain additional influence from the supply when you successfully perform a night action. Oh, that's okay. All right. So I know that Julie cannot do any of those rituals.
Nope.
All right, so let's do our planning.
You're first this time.
Yes. Keep in mind that if I'm going to do a ritual, I have to keep this guy in my hand. I could use him to lock him in to do something in the dawn, dusk, or nighttime. I can use victims who are now vampires to acquire other victims if I want to. Now I've left these in my hand to carry out a ritual. Are you done?
Yeah, I just got to lay my cards down here.
You know, why don't you put them face up so you don't forget? I'm not looking.
All right. I can do that.
I've already assigned my stuff. That way you don't get confused like I did last round. Oh, I forgot to move up the act. One thing I forgot to do is move this up here. We're on day 2 of Act 1. You done assigning?
Yeah. Oh, let's turn it the other way.
Yeah, turn it up the other way. I'm not looking. That way the audience can see what you're doing.
Okie dokie. There we go.
Okay. Okay, so I'm first. I'm going to do my ritual right away. Which one am I going to acquire here? I'm going to do Ancient Conscripts. I pay my butcher. It's 1 victim. He has 3 nighttime, and it costs me 3 blood. And he goes back in my hand, and I add this ritual. It's out in front here. It doesn't go in my hand. It's something I can use once per day at the start of the planning phase. So I can use it next turn. So now we reveal another ritual. Actually, I think we reveal it at the end of the day. We reveal the ritual at the end of the day. Pretty sure that's the case. All right, you're next, honey. I'm going to look that up. Let's see here. Let me verify that. It's immediately refilled by sliding any remaining rituals to the right. Okay. Because Julie would be able to have access to that new card if she was doing a ritual, which
I can't.
it's a 3 nighttime.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, you're not supposed to show.
Oh.
Remember? Okay, I go here. Your turn. And I go here. Oh, which one am I going? Here. Okay, so reveal. I'm doing a, I wanted to go here. I keep on putting it in the wrong spot. I wanted to go here.
It's fine.
Okay, then here, I don't know why I'm confusing east from north. I did it again. It doesn't affect what you're going to do. And I went here, and you go oh, I go here. And you're going to activate him, huh?
No.
Oh, you're doing the dawn.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you do the nighttime and the dusk. Okay. So here you get 3 blood or 2 influence. What do you want?
3 blood.
So Julie does have the 2 bleeders to do that. Okay, it goes back. I have the 1 bleeder, and I am going to gain an elder and a bleeder into my hand and 3 blood. Okay. You do the dusk action. Gain 1 victory point and lose 1 fear for each 2 blood you have. How much blood do you have?
6, 9, 10, 13, 16.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Gain 1 victory point. I wonder what and means. Okay, well, you got 8 victory points. I assume that applies to that. So Julie just got 8 victory points here. I should have done that too. Did you pay your 1 influence here? To use him?
No, I did.
No, it goes here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then, okay, Okay. You're
And I
going with it.
lose a thing too.
Yeah, lose one. Well. Wow. That's a really powerful spot. You just shut up 8 victory points. Okay, now we go here. I have my I did more elders than I needed to because I wanted to get this person. And so I got the constable. I add the constable to my hand. And I get, but then I go up 2 fear. Okay, and you get the exterminator.
Oh, here was the one for the doing the
Right.
and then here's the one again for that.
And you go up 1 fear.
Yeah.
And you get 3 blood and 2 influence. And now Julie's got this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we look at my card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I have 4 here. I'm going to get rid of a elder and pay 3 to keep these. So I have 10 cards. What did you do?
I'm going to keep 2 people and get the other shoe away.
Okay, please say it again. What are you getting? Okay.
I'm keeping a bleeder and an elder, and I'm getting rid of a bleeder and an elder.
Okay, now I understand. So you didn't pay for all of them.
No.
Well, I still have, I have 5 leaders. Do I need that many? And 3 elders. Well, that's what I got. I'm sticking with it. Okay, so now we're on day 3. This is the last day of Act 1. And now we reveal new victims. This guy gets 1 blood and 1 influence for staying. This one gets 3 blood and 3 blood, 1 influence and 2 influence. Uh, 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. So this went down in fear. 1 plus 1 is 1 up. This is now a 2. You'll be the first player. Let's see what these new people do. So the dusk action is, if you use 1 influence, choose an opponent to give you a card at random from their hand and add it to your torpor. That's the discard pile, where you have to pay blood to get cards back. That's pretty good. He's a thief. So let's take that in this game. This one. Reveal the bottom card of the victim deck, gain its victory points, then discard it. That's pretty cool. But it costs 2 influence. Well, if I take back my marker. So this is the last day of Act 1. So you're going to need 2 victims to do any one of these rituals, just so you know.
I was already looking at that.
So I'm starting the plan here. Okay, I started the planning phase. I can gain an elder. I'll gain an elder. Just to have it in my hand. It's only at the end of the round that I have to discard. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So I want to go to... Are you already done? You got to sign your card, sweetie.
Oh, yeah. I always forget that part.
It's okay. What am I doing? You get confused. I get confused. Don't feel bad. Okay. So you're first. Okay. Now we're just to be behind screens normally. Okay, your turn. Okay, so you do the ritual right away. Which one do you want? Okay, so you're going to take that. Stop for a minute. You got to reveal from your hand. So you have 2 victims. You have the 4 knight to do it. You only need 1 victim, but you have 2. That's fine. You pay 3 blood. So go ahead. This is going to be worth 2 points. So Julie just acquired this. Once per day at the start of the planning phase, you may add a bleeder to your hand without placing an order token. Okay. Now, I get to see the next ritual. Unholy favor. 4 blood. Oh, it's just worth victory points. That's all it is. Okay. Now, I can change. I have a dawn action I haven't done yet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for this right now. I'm going to change it. Even though I send a bleeder to my dad, that's no big deal. I was going to go here and get... Actually, I was going to go here. Sorry, I was going to go here and get some more blood.
Yeah.
But I'd rather get the victory points. So I do have enough victims. I don't have to worry about it to do it. But I have to pay 4 blood. So after... I'm going to run out of blood. But I'm going to be getting rid of cards anyway. That's fine. I need to get rid of cards. So I'm going to get this for the victory points. No big deal. And we're done. Okay. So the one on the bottom gets placed first. I'm doing nighttime. You're doing dawn. You're doing dusk. You're stealing a card, aren't you? And then I'm doing...
I knew you were going to do it to me, so...
I didn't. I'm being nice. You're being the meanie, and that's okay.
Well, I thought for sure you were going to do it to me, so I thought I better beat you to it.
Do you have one? Do you have a bleeder? Okay. You lose a fear, and you get 4 influence, which is worth victory points.
3 influence.
Oh, 3, yeah. Okay, I do my nighttime. Oh, actually, we do it in order, sorry. Okay, so it's going to cost you 1 influence. Put it right here. And did you pay the 1 elder? Okay. So now, choose an opponent to give you a card at random from their hand. This could be bad, guys. She might take one of my... Oh, she got an elder.
Yep.
So she adds it to her torpor. All right,
It
I
wasn't
got lucky. It was worth trying.
Yeah.
Now I went here, cost me 2 influence. Reveal the bottom card of the victim deck. I get that many victory points. I get 3 victory points.
Nice.
It's discarded. Well, you have 8 there you're sitting on. Okay. So we've already done these actions. Now I do here. I have 1 elder. That's all I needed to overcome. I get this, and I go up 1 fear. See, I'm going up lots of fear here. Julie's doing a good job managing hers. And I get a reason why I went for this guy, because he has daytime.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. And so that completes day 1. I mean, act 1. These get removed. They're gone, which means this gets removed. You leave the blood there because they're going to be for the next
Okay.
victims. Remove these locations. The rituals, Act 1 rituals go away. We put Act 2 rituals here that are ready to be added, but we still play with the Act 1 rituals until they're bought. We get to the new locations, and I'll show them on camera in a minute here if you can't see them. So we have this whole deck here we're not using. Now we have new victims. Things are going to start getting more expensive. Put this off to the side because we'll get more victims. So this is going to be a 2 fear location now, a 3 fear. So now we're going to have more bleeders and elders if you want to do anything in here. And this is a 3 fear as well. It's becoming more expensive. 3 blood always, 2 influence here. 2 influence here, and 3 influence here. Let's take a look. We're going to move up to Act 2. Let's take a look at what these locations do. Oops, the hunting lodge. Gain 3 blood for each elder in your hand. So you want to hold back elders so you can get a lot of blood. That's pretty cool. So you lose fear. One thing I did mention that if you're ever on the track, you can't go below the starting, but if you're up the top and you need to add more fear, you just don't add anymore. Okay. Shipyard. Get influence or blood. Let's take a look at the victim here. This is the victim in the North Quarter. She is the opera singer. Gain victory points and 2 influence for each victim class. So let's take a look at how many I have. All my guys have the same class.
Me too.
These eyes.
Yeah, that's what I have.
So she's good to get later on this act. Oh, what am I doing? So you're only going to get 1 victory point and 2 influence if you go for her early.
Yeah.
Okay, this one here.
Same with that one.
The artist gain 2 victory points and lose 1 fear for each.
We don't have those in our hands.
You'd have to have that first.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much worthless right now. So we're not going to be doing dusk actions with those, at least early on. Okay, the Magician. Swap the top card of the victim deck for 1 from your hand. Oh, that's pretty cool. You may not select bleeders or elders. So if we have a victim from the Act 1 that we don't want anymore, we can get lucky maybe, get something better.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on Act here. We change to pips.
First.
Now it would be first. And, oh, did I pay? I didn't pay for my cards.
Me neither.
Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to... I got to see how many bleeders I have. I have 3 bleeders. Okay, I'm keeping more elders. I'm paying for 3. 1 gets discarded because I didn't have enough. My hand's at 10 already.
Mine's only at 6, so I'm going to pay for all mine.
You're going to pay for all yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a lot of influence, as you see here, and 3 victory points, but then I have 6 here, plus 4 for the, plus another 7 here. So 7, 13, 16 plus a bunch of influence.
You know what? I paid for something I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, okay. Well, take a blood back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's your card.
I got confused. I thought that was my discard.
It's okay. Now let's see what you have in your hand. Go ahead and put it down. You have 4 victory points here. Plus this 8, that's 12. 14. Plus some influence. So we're pretty close on victory points right now. Okay, so we have 6 more turns left.
Okay.
All right, start our planning.
All right.
Let's look at these again.
I ask a question?
Sure.
If we use one of these guys to get another guy, do we have to pay for them to go back in our hands?
Yes.
Okay.
It's only when you do a ritual
That they go right back.
do you show them from your hand.
Oh, okay.
You have to keep things in your hand to do rituals.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, remember that you have 2, 3, and 3. You have to overcome more fear now.
Right. Okay.
I know what I'm doing. I can cover up this because it's just victory points. Okay, start of your planning. I am adding an elder. I'm using my ritual. Once per day at the start of your planning phase, you may add an elder.
Oh, I get to add a bleeder.
So then go ahead if you want, because you could always discard it.
Okay. That works for me. God, this stuff's really expensive.
Yeah, it is getting expensive, so keep that in, that's why.
Fees.
But when you get more of these victims, they give you more.
Right. Okay, I think I did it right. I'm done.
I'm almost done.
I'll take your time.
Actually, I want to do something else. Go there instead. And then did you do all your stuff? I'm letting people look at your camera.
Yeah, I'm done. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to flip these the other way. I always forget.
Now you use this, right? That means you rotate to show that you've used it for the day.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Let's make this go down a little bit here.
I just kept it straight up and down.
Okay.
It's the first time I've used it, so I didn't know to turn it.
Okay, I'm first.
Yep.
I'm going to put this here. Your turn.
Okay, I'm going to go to the altar.
It's good that I waited.
And I'm going to I have 4. Make sure I do it all right.
Okay, so you have 4 night.
Yeah.
And that gives you the ability to do any one of these. Because you only need 1 victim.
Okay.
And you need 1 dusk. So you have enough dusk.
I want to do the
Can I
one.
keep on explaining, please?
Yeah.
So you have 2 dusk.
Yeah.
Each one of these takes 1. And you have 4 night. Each one takes 3. Each one takes 1 victim. You have 2, which is fine. So you got to pay 4 blood for each one, unless you do this one, which
I'm
is
doing
3
the
blood.
last one for $3 blood.
Okay, so this goes back in your hand.
Back in my hand.
All right, so what did you get? You got, let's take a look. You gain additional influence from the supply when you successfully perform night actions. Well, that's pretty good.
I thought so.
And it's worth 3 victory points.
I didn't want to spend all my blood. Now,
No.
do I turn it sideways too?
No, you just got it.
Okay.
It goes right here.
Okay, thank you.
And then that's every time you do it, but you only get 1 nighttime anyways. All right, so we're getting a new ritual
Oh my goodness.
from level 2 here.
That's expensive.
So now this one takes 2 victims, 5 blood,
Oof.
3 day, 3 dusk, 3 night. Well, that's pretty tough.
Darn.
Once per day on your turn, gain 2 blood. That's why.
Oh, I see.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
If you can get it. All right, my turn.
Yep.
Well, I am doing an alter action.
Ooh,
and I'm glad you did that.
Why?
But can I do it?
Did I take what you wanted? If I did, I'm sorry.
Honey, that's the way the game goes.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to get something else. I don't have enough dusk or dawn.
Oh,
so I'll get something else instead. Okay, I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
It takes, you pay one fewer influence to perform dusk actions.
Nice.
So I have enough.
Do you have enough blood?
Yep, just enough.
Oof.
No, I can always scavenge.
Oh, that's right.
Before I do it. So it goes back in my hand.
Okay.
Oh, now we're going to have another one here.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see what this one new one
Okay,
is.
I'm nervous.
Well, it's not too bad.
No. Deja
Once per
vu.
day, when you resolve a dusk action, you may perform it an additional time. You must still pay the influence as normal. Oh,
Okay.
that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Some good rituals there.
Heck yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just like...
You go in there too. I'm going here.
And then I'm going here as well.
All right, so now reveal them in order
Okay.
from bottom to top.
All right.
I went here. You went to the nighttime, which means you did. It really doesn't matter the order here. I
Oh,
mean, it could
okay.
matter if somehow we change the pips.
Oh.
Okay, and then I went here.
Nice.
All right, so I do my.
What do you get first?
We can put these back.
Oh, thank you.
I did pay 2 bleeders.
Okay.
Gain 3 blood for each elder in your hand. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
So I get 12 blood. And the AC/DC song plays in the background. If you want blood, you got it. Okay. Now you get to do it.
Okay, I paid my 2 bleeders.
You don't pay. You just.
I thought
Oh
I
yeah.
did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're fine. Go ahead.
And then I have
confusing
2
you.
elders in my hand.
So you get 6 blood.
Okay.
Let's put it like this so they can see it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then take this back.
All right. So you go from top to bottom.
Okay.
All right. Over here,
Yeah.
I am doing this.
What does that one do?
I pay 1 fewer influence to perform dusk actions, so it costs me 2.
Nice.
Goes here.
Okay.
Swap the top card of the victim deck with one from your hand.
Wow.
So I'm going to get rid of my constable
Okay. And why did you choose him, honey?
because my butcher is better.
Okay.
I would have liked to have gotten rid of my fortune teller.
But why can't you?
Well, it's actually the same as my constable. He's not in my hand.
Oh, I see.
I had to use him to do this action
Oh, gotcha.
because
Okay.
I wanted to keep elders in my hand to get all that blood. All right, so I'm losing my constable.
All right.
Here I go. Oh, I got the starlet.
Nice. She's very pretty.
Well, she's a vampire now.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, so 2 dawn, 2 dusk, and 1 night. I needed that. 4 victory points.
Do you get to do that thing on the
No,
bottom?
you don't get to do it.
Oh, you
Now I
don't?
have another
Okay.
symbol.
Oh, very nice.
So that's one reason why I did it.
Good job, sweetie.
All right, now you do your nighttime.
Okay.
So do you have
I
everything
have
you need?
2 elders.
Yep, you only needed 2 night. You got it.
Okay.
And this goes in your pile. So now you got her.
She goes in my hand,
Yep,
yes?
and you got 3 blood and 2 influence.
All right, go me.
Let's see.
Got a nice little pile over
Yeah,
here.
let's make sure it's in the
It
camera
is. I just looked.
here. Now put down your hand so people can see what you got.
That's all I have right now.
Okay, so these get an extra influence and blood each.
Okay.
We get an, well, you know what order does it go in? Because does it matter? Cleanup phase. Okay, first we have to decide who we're going to keep.
Okay.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm going to get rid of a bleeder. And then I have to pay 4.
8, 9,
Okay, so I have 10.
10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm paying for 3, so I just pay 3 blood.
You pay 3 blood, right?
And then this one I'm giving back.
You're getting rid of an elder.
No, a bleeder.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Let's see your
6.
hand.
Wait, I was counting to make sure I had enough. I
know,
did.
but put your hand in the camera, sweetie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Okay. Now you rotate this because it's available again.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget that.
Yeah. Do I get this right now? Did I get, because I did a successful night action, do I get
Yeah. What does
the
that
thing?
say again?
You gain an additional, I don't know, the swirly
Influence.
influence, thank you, from the supply when you successfully
Okay.
perform a night
Then
action.
go ahead and get it.
Okay.
You got to remember this stuff. I can't remember everything.
Well, no, it's okay. That's why I wanted to ask.
All right, so now we got the orphan.
Oh.
The orphan comes in.
Okay.
3 blood and 1 influence.
What does he do, honey?
He lose 3 fear if you're the only player with an order token in this city corner. Lose 4 instead if you're the only one. Okay, so you get lose 3 or 4.
Nice.
And this is going to become a 1 now.
Oh, very
Okay,
sweet.
this is not as fearful with the orphan there.
Yeah.
We're on day 2. Now let me see the order again here.
I go first.
We pay for our guys. Refill the blood with new victims and using the appropriate decks current game. Adjust the fear. Oh, you were supposed to go up in fear when you got that.
Oh, all right.
What was? It was a 2.
Okay.
It was a 2 die, so you went up to here.
Oh, I apologize.
That's okay. You're still getting +7.
Yeah.
I'm still getting +7 as well.
Yes, you are. Go you.
Okay. Now we are on to the next turn here.
And I get to go first.
Let's see here. Is that Act 1?
What does that mean? Is that a bad thing? That you have +1 influence added?
That's good.
Oh, it's good.
An order you place in a city quarter has +1 dusk added to its total. So that means you'd only have to do 2 bleeders or 2 elders here because you would get +1 for that dusk.
Oh,
You must assign at least 1 card.
okay.
So in other words, you just can't put nothing there. So it's a 1, right?
Yeah.
You still have to put a card there. You'd have more than you need.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm looking here what I want to do. Okay. So we're planning again. Oh, once per day at the start of your plan page, you may add an elder. I don't think I need to.
Oh, I get to add a bleeder.
Actually, I am adding an elder. Start of my day. So I did do that. Turn your card so it shows that you did it. Okay.
I do my hair.
I need. Okay. I'm ready.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Okay, take your time. And you're first, so that matters. If you want, that's good because if you want to do that ritual, you'll get it first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting the camera on you so they can see what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now, I'm not doing much. I'm trying to figure things out.
It's okay.
I'm a little slow at this
No,
sometimes.
the economy can be difficult to do.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
Okay, I'm going to start exchanging tokens.
All right, go ahead. I know I'm holding up the show here. Oh, yeah, I can do that. And that and
What are you trying to do? I can help you.
no, I got it now. I got it now. Thank you.
Why are you putting it upside down?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
I'm good.
Now, it's important. You go first. So if you wanted
Yeah.
to get one of these before I do, you want to do that.
Oh, this one.
You sure? These are the better ones.
Well,
On this one right here,
yeah, what's that one?
First off, it's worth 3.
Okay.
Once per day on your turn, gain 2 blood. It's just free blood. Do you have 3 dawn, 3 dusk, and 3 night with your victims?
If I switch something out, I do.
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and switch it out, because that's a good one. Free blood is always good.
So this is what I would use. Make sure I'm doing it right,
Okay.
please.
You don't have enough dawn. You have 0 dawn with these 2.
Oh. All right. Well, that's all I have. That's not going to work.
So then you're going. So then, what did you switch out?
This guy for...
Yeah, you have no dawn. So I guess you are going to go for this one.
Yeah.
This takes dawn.
That one
Take
takes dawn
dawn.
too?
They all take dawn.
Oh, poo. All right, well, I totally screwed up then.
Let me see what you had.
Oh, man.
Okay, look. Replan your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, because you have no dawn.
Okay, I'll take this back. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry, guys.
This is what gets confusing at the game. Because there's 1, 2, 3 types of resources, so to speak.
So I'll do... this one, and then I'll do the middle one. And I'll just do north. And I just need one of these guys.
Yeah, flip over your thing.
Hold on. I'm just in one of these bleeders.
Flip over your token.
Okay.
Now make sure you have enough. This takes 1 fear, 3 fear, and 3 fear.
This is east. That's what I want to go to. I got 1 fear.
This takes 1 fear, anything in this row.
Right.
Okay.
I got 1 fear for the second one. And then the last one I have 3.
Okay, are you going all north?
No, 2 north and 1 east.
Okay, so the east, you're going to need 3 fear.
Doesn't that mean right here 3 moons?
Yes, you're good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because you were
No, I
confused.
appreciate it. No, I
All right, so where are you going to
so
go first?
appreciate it. I'll do this first.
Okay.
I know I'm
Not
screwing
knowing
things
not
up.
knowing that you were going to go there or not, I'm going to go there first. Okay, so I have 3 dawn, 3 dusk, 3 night. I can do either of these. I'm doing this one. I have 2 victims, so it costs me 5 blood.
Wow.
And so now I'm going to get 2 blood per day on your turn.
Good job.
Once per day, which I guess I can use it now.
Sure.
With 2 blood because it didn't say
Yeah.
what part of the day.
Yeah.
All right. Your turn. Oh, we get a new ritual. So wait, maybe you could do it, but you didn't. So if you want to change your mind, here you go. Here's a new one. Because remember, you could always change
I
your
don't
mind.
have any of that.
You don't have 3 dawn. You need to get victims with dawn.
Yeah.
Once per day on your turn, you may spend 2 blood to lose 3 fear, and that's worth 5 victory points.
Yeah, I don't have anything for that.
Okay, wait. You're getting this guy that has 3 dawn. That's good. What's your next action? Your next order?
Well, do I have to do that and to get him too?
No, but it's nothing wrong with doing it
Okay.
because you'll get another victim.
All right.
You can improve your victims.
All right.
Okay, I will be going here.
Thank you for understanding what I was trying to say.
Okay,
It didn't
your
come out
turn.
right.
And I'm also going here. All right, so let's go in order here.
Okay.
Mine goes first. Yours goes next. And then yours goes first. There. Then here. Then here. It can matter depending on the abilities. All right, so how many others do I have? I'm going to keep this. It's nice to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to get 15. 5 times 3 is 15. I can count. 15 blood.
I have 4.
So you get 12 blood.
12.
Okay, we get these back. Okay, we go from top to bottom. You go first here.
Yep.
It's going to cost you 3 influence,
Okay.
but you're going to get it back because you're going to get this victim. So put 3 here anyway.
Okay.
And then swap the top cards of the victim deck with 1 from your hand. So you get to look first. So let's see what you got. Oh, I got the lawyer, it looks like. Yep. 1 day, 3 dusk. That's good. So, and 2 night. And it's worth 4 victory points. So who do you want to switch out for her?
They're both the same, so I'll just do that one.
Yeah. She got rid of that
And does
guy.
it go in my hand now?
Yep, it goes in your hand.
Oh, woohoo.
So,
I take
oh,
that
that's it.
away.
And then I get to do that. But it costs me 2 less. I mean, it costs me 1 less. And so I'm going to switch out 2. I'm going to switch out my fortune teller. Because I know whatever I get will be better than the fortune teller.
Yeah.
Hang on, this is not here. I got the housekeeper.
Nice.
Housekeeper has 3 victory points.
Very nice.
So I went up a victory point, but she has day, dawn, dusk,
She has
and
everything.
dawn. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
Nice job.
All right, your nighttime. You have to. Did you have at least 3? Yeah. You used your opera singer.
Mm-hmm.
So your opera singer got the magician. That makes sense. So you got this guy. Goes in your hand.
Okay.
You're going to go up 3 fear, though. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, you lost 2 victory points. You can get it down later.
Yeah.
But you got 4 blood and all this influence.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to pay for 4 if I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll get rid of 1. I got to pay for. I'm going to get rid of 1 bleeder. Okay. I'll pay for 3. And I'm going to get rid of 1 elder from my hand. Because I need to have enough daytime. Maybe I'm losing too much day. I think I am. If I have enough victims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? I will pay to keep that other bleeder and lose another elder. Because I get another elder every turn anyway.
Yeah.
I switch it back. I just can't decide. Okay.
We have to put a card there.
What happened to my token? Oh, it's up here. Okay. So, rotate your stuff. Did you pay for your stuff?
Yeah.
Show what you have left in your hand on the camera. Okay. All right, so that's what you've got.
Yeah.
Well, the next day, I add a blood influence to the orphan, a blood influence to the artist. Get a new guy. Oh, we have the Huntress. Got a nice nighttime. Choose an opponent. They must discard an assigned card of their choice from one of their orders. Oh, so this is where you can screw someone up and they won't have enough orders to complete something.
I'm not going to do that too.
Yeah, if you wanted to, we're not trying to play a mean game.
No, I won't do that.
Yeah, there is a lot.
So don't worry about that. I'm not going to do that.
I don't think I'm going to do it either. You can do there's a lot of take that. So this goes down to 2.
Oh, because there's only 2 crosses.
2 crosses. This is still a 3.
3.
This is, oh, this was a 2.
Uh-oh.
We messed that up. No big deal.
Oh, shoot.
But we didn't, we both did that.
Yeah.
So it's okay. We both made the mistake. I didn't see the crosshair. It was so light.
I didn't either.
All right, well, at least we both
Messed up.
messed up. No big deal. Some people are like, didn't you see the cross? Well, I did now. That's it. So let's plan the next round. Okay. I know where I want to go. Oh, I'm going to get an elder. Just to have it. And I'm going to get 2 blood. I'm using my ability. You may want to use your abilities.
I haven't had a successful nighttime thing yet, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. I am done.
I'm first now, right?
Let's see. You, me, you, me, you, me.
Oh, you are. Okay. No, do
Are we ready?
this one. Yeah.
I just want to make sure I have enough. Oh, I almost screwed up. I almost did not have enough in a spot. Okay. Let's see what you... And you're ready right there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not looking at each other's stuff, so...
I have no idea what David's doing.
I am going to go here. I'm doing the altar right away. I'm showing these 2. I have 4 day, 4 dusk, and 3 night to get this one because it's worth 5 victory points. But I got to pay 4 blood.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get the victory points. And I could lose fear, but I'm not going to do it yet. Okay. So that's that guy.
Flip
Your
the
turn.
new one.
Oh yeah, because you may want to get it.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is revealed. So for 4 victory points, it's a 3-2-3. Once per day, when you resolve a dawn action, you may perform it an additional time with the same assigned card. That's nice. So, for instance, imagine doing this twice, how much blood you can get.
Yeah.
Your turn.
But it's going to go away anyway.
That's not true.
Yeah, because don't those cards go away?
Yeah, I know, but you can do it this turn. If you're going to get a ritual.
So
So if you're going to do this action, get this first.
But I'm not doing that action.
Okay.
I'm going to do this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do that deja vu.
Okay, let's see what it does again. Okay, are you using 2 victims?
Yeah, you better double check everything, please.
Okay, so you have the 4 day, you only need 2 day, you have 4, you need 3 dusk, you have 6, and you have 3 night. You have what you need, and you have 2 victims.
And I
Cost
have
you
to
4
pay
blood.
4 blood. 3 and 1, okay.
And it says here, once per day, when you resolve a dusk action, you may perform it an additional time. You must still pay influence as normal. Oh, I know what you're doing. That's smart. Okay, so we get another ritual. This one's worth 5 victory points. It's just worth points.
Oh, yeah, you did that one, I think, in the first
Yes.
act. You did something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go in order. Your blue goes order first here.
Yeah.
Ah, you're going for that too, huh?
Oh, you are too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not playing the rich get richer version.
No.
I'm here next.
Okay.
Then you go, let me guess, here.
Yeah.
And I was last here.
I don't want to take all that from you. That's not nice.
Honey, it's a competitive game. All right, I have my 3 elders to do this. So, gain 2 victory points. And lose, well, hang on. I got to show in my hand. I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get 4 victory points. And lose 1 for each in your hand. So I go back 2. Because I have 2 in my hand. And it cost me 2 to use it, but then I have my ritual here. It actually only cost me 1. Okay, now you get to do it. How many do you have in your hand?
I
Can you show it, please?
Oh, yeah. I have 2 right
Okay.
here.
You have 2, so you get 4 victory points. It costs you 2 to use it.
4 victory points.
Yeah.
3 and 1.
And you go down 2. 1, 2. Now we compare here.
Oh, thank you.
I used 5 knight. How many did you use?
3.
Yes, you did exactly what you needed. I did more because I was afraid you might go for it. So, normally in the rules, you kick your card back in your hand and you don't get anything. But in our version, you're going to go for something else if you want. But first, let me finish getting this. I get all this. This is why I went there. That's why you went there too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because you wanted all that influence.
Yeah.
I go up 3 fear. 1, 2, 3. Now, so I get to add this person to my hand. You have 3 knight. You can get the orphan or the huntress. Now, normally in the rules, Julie wouldn't get anything. But we have found out when we played, it's an unfair advantage if she doesn't get something.
So I have to get something.
You don't have to, but why wouldn't you?
I'll get this guy.
Yeah, orphan's good. It's got 2, 2, 2.
It goes in my hand?
Yes. And you get the blood and the influence
Oh,
for
okay.
the orphan.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Okay, so it's the end of the turn. Let me count how many cards I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Do
7.
I still go up 2?
Yes, you do. Thank
Okay.
you for remembering. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got to get rid of 2. I'm going to get rid of 2 elders. So I'm paying for 3.
I'm just getting rid of.
1,
I'm only
2,
keeping
3,
1
4,
elder.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. Gosh darn it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 10 cards too.
Okay. Let's see your area here. You have these cards.
Yeah. Oh,
Opportunity.
I didn't do a successful night action because you did it. You beat me.
Successful what?
Night action.
Yeah, we won't include it. We won't count it as a successful night action
Well, it's okay.
because I beat you there, but you did get a different one.
Yeah. It says once per day when you resolve a dusk action, you may perform additional time.
Oh,
So
so
I was successful.
this one here then, but you still pay the influence. What
Which was I don't remember.
It was 2. Give me another 2 because you're paying me because I took her.
And then I go
took
down
yours.
2.
You go down 2 and then you get another 4 victory points.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good that you got that ritual.
Yeah.
So it's good that you remembered because it'd be unfair for you not to get those points.
I think so.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
I just want people to see how much you have there. See, Julia's got, remember you get 1 victory point for every 2 influence you have at the end of the game.
Many.
All right, now we're on the last day. We remove these locations.
Do we move the blood and stuff too?
No, don't do anything yet.
Okay. No, I'm not touching anything.
Okay. All right. Which one is which? That's 2. This is 2. Okay, here are our locations. We'll read these on camera. So we have 3 more rounds left. We remove these rituals. So we have to buy one of these before we get a day
Oh,
3.
right,
It's an
yeah.
Act 3 one.
Yeah. Look at that's 3.
Yeah, well, we're going to be paying. The fear goes up because you have better cards.
I see.
It's basically.
Oh my gosh. Holy Toledo mosquito.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're going to be using enough cards. You're going to have to be using more victims now
Okay.
when you lock in people. This is 5, 3, 5, and you are first. Okay, 3, 1. Oh, actually, it's 3, 3
Where do you get 3, honey?
right here.
Oh.
It's always 3 blood.
Oh,
3,
okay.
4. What am I doing? Oh, 3.
4 the green ones too.
Yeah, you can help out here, you know.
Oh, sure.
And I need 4 influence. All right, let's take a look at what these locations do
Okay.
for this last 3 days. Gain influence. So that would be 5 influence, which is equivalent to about 2.5 points, even though there's no halves. Gain victory points, that's 3.
So
If you can do that twice, that's 6. If you have that ritual.
I don't.
Gain blood or lose fear. Okay, let's see this dude.
Okay.
It's a 2-3-1. Okay, draw the top card of the victim deck and add it to your hands. That could be good. It's worth 5 victory points if you get this person.
Yeah.
But it costs 4 influence,
I know it's a lot.
which is 2 victory points it costs you, basically.
Exactly.
And look at the language there. 7 victory points. 2-3-3. Okay, draw the top 3 cards of the victim deck. Choose one to add to your hand and discard the rest. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Luke, what's it Olsen again? What's his name?
Excuse me?
And I go, wow.
Oh, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. I like that one. Okay, gain 3 blood and lose 2 fear for each victim class. So we have 2 victim classes already. So we can gain 6 blood and lose 4.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm first, so, huh? Oh, goodness sakes.
A lot of choices. You can't do everything, so just do whatever you can to get the most victory points. I'm going to get my 2 blood right now before I forget.
I'm going to get my bleeder. But then I have more than 10 cards in my hand.
It's okay, it's at the end of the round.
Okay.
Then I'm going to spend that 2 blood to go down 3 fear. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3. Did you go up?
I got to go back down. Yeah, I was there and then I got to go back down because I used that thing twice. Remember?
That's right. Okay.
I wasn't cheating.
No, I'm just trying to remember.
Okay.
4, huh? See, we're looking at our, if I'm going to do a ritual, can I afford it? What a shame. Gosh, these things are expensive.
I know.
We can't do everything we want to do.
No. That's just so expensive. Oh my goodness sakes.
Okay. Because it costs 5. It costs 5 dawn, 5 dusk, or 5 night for this, for anything here. You see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I have my stuff assigned. We'll go to your camera. Decisions, huh?
Yeah. I'm very good at all this stuff here.
Do you need help figuring things out?
I got it now. I got it.
You got to send your other tokens.
I know. Just hang on, please.
Okay.
I know I'm really slow.
No, it's fine. I can help you.
I don't
'Cause
need help.
I've already planned out my turn.
I'm done.
Are you sure? Double
Yep.
check.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're first.
Yeah.
You can take something from me. That's the good thing about going first.
I don't want to take anything from you.
My point is you might beat me to a ritual that I want.
Oh, yeah. I want to do that first. It's up here.
Okay, which ritual are you going for?
I want to see if I can do that one.
Well, let's see your hand. You have 4 dawn, 4 dusk.
Yeah.
Well, you actually have 6. Yeah, you have plenty.
Okay. That's the one
In
I
fact-
want to do.
Yeah, I mean, you have more than you need.
But I don't have to have 3 dead people.
You have 3 victims. You know what? I had 3 victims too. I didn't even know they had to have 3 victims. So you got it.
Okay. And how much blood do I have to
You got to
trade?
give up 4.
4.
Take your cards.
Okay.
So that's 5 victory points. That was a good move. 'Cause
Thank you.
I was going to go for that.
Sorry.
No, it's nothing to be sorry about. This is a competitive game. Now I was reveal a new one.
Should I take that back?
Yeah, go ahead and put it on top of your board. Here is the new one that came up. This is worth 7 points.
Oh, there you go, honey.
But you need 4 guys. I actually had, I think, enough to do this, but I only have 4 victims. Bummer.
Oh,
It's okay. I'm going to get something else instead.
Okay. Well,
Hopefully.
it's your turn now.
Hopefully I can. Yeah, I can.
Good job.
I'm going to go here.
Nice.
Because this gives me once per day when you resolve. Oh, that's a dawn action. I guess I have to do it next time. Okay, but I have enough. I need 3 dawn, 2 dusk, which I have, and 3 nighttime. Well, at least it's worth 4. Okay. I would like to have gone that one, but I didn't have enough victims. Here's a new one. Any order you've placed in a city quarter has -2 dusk
That's
and
plus
-2
2.
night.
Plus
Oh,
plus 2.
2. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's really tiny.
That's why I have my glasses on.
I just have to have it zoomed in more. Okay. Your turn. Where you're placing a token.
Right there.
God, it's so expensive.
I know.
I'm going here. Okay, and I'm going here.
Dang.
All right. I had to spend a lot to do it.
Yeah.
So let's reveal. You're doing the dawn. You're doing the dusk.
Yeah.
I'm doing the night. I'm getting this guy.
I bet you. I thought you would.
I'm doing the dusk.
I wasn't
Go
going to
here
compete with
first.
you for that.
Do you have 4?
I think so. I think I did it right.
Yeah, you did. You do have 4. 2 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so you get 5. Just take a 5. A 5er.
Okay.
Okay, so you finish that.
Yep.
Gonna go here. All right, it's going to cost you 4 influence.
Okay.
It goes here.
Oh, sorry.
You're cheating yourself or me. That
I'm
influence.
sorry.
Remember in the rolls though?
Yeah.
We used to not do that. Okay, so draw the top card of the victim deck and add it to your hand. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I should have went for that. Okay, so see what you got.
Got a 6.
The televangelist. 3, 2, 1. Now, don't you have something here where you can do a dusk action a second
Yeah,
time?
once per day when you resolve a dusk action, you may perform it an additional time. You must still pay the influence as normal.
Okay, pay it again. Put 4 there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Oh wait,
No.
gosh darn it.
Okay, and you got a
2,
judge.
3, 4.
Okay, you use 4 at 6. It's a 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
And it adds in your hand. You'll be going to get rid of your bleeders in your...
Yeah.
Where's your hand?
Right here is my hand.
That's in your hand too. Did you use this guy?
That's for the paying for the. Don't I have to use 4 to pay for that?
And you did. 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Yeah.
it goes right here.
This is
Okay.
my hand right here.
Okay, well, look on the camera. Where are you
Oh,
on
this
that?
is my hand right
Yeah.
here.
There you go. You got a lot of victims.
Yeah.
You're going to be getting rid of elders and bleeders, which is fine. That's what's expected to happen in the game.
All right.
All right. Now, I go here. I had to pay 5.
Oh
2,
gosh.
3, 4, 5.
Dang. But you get to draw the top 3.
Top 3.
And you get to
2,
pick.
3.
Oh, you only get to pick 1.
That's okay. And add it to your hand.
And then
discard
discard the
the
rest.
Well, well, with the most
Go
victory
with
point.
7. Heck yeah. Nice job. What is that thing?
It's just, it's an elder.
Like a funky.
Well, it's a Dracula in their language. Socialite, an executive. This is the vampire language. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I add that to my hand. And
Nice.
you discard it.
And then you get that guy too.
Well, I did do 5.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go for that. It was just too expensive for me. I was not going to compete with you on that.
I had to pay 4 to do that. But I get it back.
But you get
anyway.
it back anyway, so it doesn't matter.
But I have to show on camera. Okay, so I do get this guy, and I go up 5 fear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Now, just wait a second before you do anything.
Oh, I'm not rushing.
I have 1, 2, 3, 5 people in my hand. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to get rid of 7. I'll get rid of 2 elders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to pay 5 blood to keep these in my hand. So it's 5, 10.
So
Okay.
1, 2,
Show on your camera what you're doing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 people in my hand. I'm going to get these 2, 7, 8. So I'm going to pay for 2 more people. And I'm going to pay for a bleeder. And then I discard all these guys. So I'm going to pay for 3 people. And I'm going to put back all of that.
Okay, so you got rid of 2 elders and 2 bleeders.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be. You get rid of that stuff.
Fine. I have only 9 cards, but that's okay, yes?
That's fine. You don't need to have 10. All right. So we add an influence on the blood here.
Oh, here. You're the first person now.
There we go up another day. We add a influence on the blood here. We do a new victim. It's the gun collector. He's worth only 5. But what does he do? Discard a victim card from a city quarter of your choice besides this one and take all blood and...
Whoa.
So does that mean that you get a new victim when they're discarded?
I don't know.
Interesting. I don't know how that's handled.
And
in the rules.
the dice goes down too.
It's a 4, yes. I don't know if I could find it in the rules. You could be helping here.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're
too
right.
late now.
I'm sorry.
So I don't know if you draw a new one or not. I think it's at the end of the day that you do. Let's see here. Refill the board with new victims. So that means, let's say I go here, right? And you're doing a nighttime action here. If I remove this guy, that means you're not getting your nighttime action there.
No, that'd
So-
be really sucky.
It would. But I just wanted you to know that, okay?
You're probably going to do that to me.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so before I forget, I'm going to get 2 blood and spend my 2 blood to go down 2 fear. So I go down 2 fear.
Okay.
I can do a dawn action twice. I should probably take advantage of that this time. Okay, well, that kind of settles that. Second to last day, just so you know. Okay. And then Make sure you hold enough stuff back to do anything you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Guess I should have taken another card.
You can get another bleeder right now. You have that ability.
Oh, yeah.
Take another bleeder.
Okay.
Okay. So I planned out my stuff.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so I'm first. I'm doing a ritual. I have plenty.
No, you can't use that elder.
I know I'm not. 6, but it's good that you reminded. 8, 8, 6, 6, 6. Oh, I don't have enough people. I'm not doing that one. I have to go here. Oh, so there you go. Do I have enough? Yes. That cost me 6 blood. Bummer. I missed out on 1 point. An order you place in a city has +2 dusk and +2 night. Oh, that's not necessarily bad. Okay. So I'm done with that. Now let's reveal the next ritual, in case you want to go to it. It's just another victory point 1.
Okay.
Okay. My turn?
Mm-hmm. I get to do that. Because look.
You have 4. Put it down like that. Yeah. 7 victory points. Cost you 7 blood, though.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's going to be a close game, you know.
I know.
And it's another one, but this one's a 6. Because it costs 1 less victim.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's do this. Doesn't matter. We're all doing the dusk. Doing the nighttime. Well, you're not going to like what I'm doing.
I know it.
Yep. All right, I do the dawn action, and I get to do it twice. Once per day you resolve a dawn action, you may perform an additional time with the same assigned cards. So I have the 4 I need. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get 6.
Nice.
Now here, costs you 4. Draw the top card of the victim deck and add it to your hand. This guy's worth 6. Okay, add it to your hand. Here, cost me 1 less. Discard a victim card from a city quarter of your choice. Besides this one, take all blood, and of course I'm doing that one. That way I deny you the guy.
So I get nothing.
You don't get that one, that's right. Okay, that round's over.
So what about my night? I get nothing?
You get nothing, but you still have to pay for the cards.
That's bullshit.
Wow, such strong language. Such obscene. You're going to give an obscene finger gesture too? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is why I don't like take that games, guys.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got to pay 6. But I want to keep this because I have 4. I pay 6. So this is the last
Did you go up
row.
on the track?
I didn't take him.
You took the other guy.
No, I didn't. I just basically killed him and took his blood and influence. I didn't add him. Okay, the entrepreneur. Lose 2 fear for each 2 influence you have. Wow. We'll basically go down to 0 if we do this guy's action. If it's worth it. It is a 4. 3. Put a 4 in there, please. Okay, I'm going to do, next day I'm going to do the same thing. Spend 2 blood. Get 2 blood and spend 2 blood to go down 2. Actually, I go down 3. I might as well get an elder. Just in case I need it. I'll use my, flip it to the elder side. We're not going to be using these again next round, so. Okay. I organize my cards. How much for that? I need 4, huh? Make sure I did enough. All right, you ready?
Yep.
I think I'm first, aren't I?
I'm first.
Yeah. You, me, you, me, you, me, you, me, you. Yep. So which one are you doing?
The 7. Wait, no, the 6. I'm sorry.
You don't, oh, because you only have 3, huh?
Well, now I could throw in another one.
Wow, why wouldn't you go for the extra point?
Yeah, I'll just throw in another one.
Yeah, because you still get it back in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. But it costs you 7 blood.
It's fine. 3, 6, 9. Get 2 back.
Okay, add that to your victory points. Next one is a 6. Wow, you beat me by 1 point there. So I'm going for 1, too. I have more than I need. But it is what it is. Okay, you're next. Okay, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do what you did. Good job. You're going to get that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have plenty. I get to do mine twice, though. So I get 6.
I got 3.
And then here,
Mm-hmm.
I pay for it. It costs me only 3 influence. And I lose 2. Why did I go for him? You know what it was? I was thinking it was this guy.
Oh.
Gee, that's me not paying attention. Well,
It doesn't matter.
I went down to 0,
Ooh,
like I
there you
really
go.
needed to.
There you go.
Well, that was a waste.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing for your nighttime action? You get so you get this guy, but you go up 4 fear.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh well.
But hey, you get the blood and Okay, this part of the game, you don't have to worry about saving your bleeders and elders. Okay, I pay to.
Wasn't it over?
Yeah, you just pay to keep your victims. You don't have to save your bleeders and elders.
All right.
Let me see if there's any tie-breaking rules real quick.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have to pay.
Player with the most vampires in their hand wins. Okay, so I had enough to save my 4. So you save all of your guys if you can in case there's a tie. Okay, honey?
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, well I save one less elder. Get that blood back. Because the other tie, so if it's a tie, it's the most vampires, and then the most rival ritual cards, and then the most influence.
You have more influence than I do.
All right, so I'm going to add up my points first. You take all your rituals.
I'm putting things in groups of 5 right now.
Okay. Get all your victims.
Yes.
Now, I get +7 here. I'm just going to take 7. Okay. You get 5. So take 5 for that. These we don't need. Don't need these either. All right. You got a lot of points. I'm going to do 10s. Probably want to put it in 10, sweetie.
Okay.
Remember, every 2 influence is 1 point. Reminds me of Valeria, that game where we have to count up all the stuff. Remember?
Yeah, don't talk to me right now. This is an 8. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 108. You beat me.
Now let's see what you have. You have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, I don't know what you're counting here. Let me look at your... Let me go on the other camera here. So you have 90. $100. 103. You only lost by 5.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
That was a close game.
I'm just glad it's done.
Well, it did wear you out.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done for games for the day.
Yeah, that's a long one. But showing everything on camera, this can be down to 60 minutes if you're not showing things and explaining the rules. All right, well, thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Please hope you like and subscribe. Tell your friends about us, and we'll see you in the next video.
Right, and please check out the review.
Yes.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, guys.